Good morning, everyone. So, today we are here with the topic the signs and symptoms of plant diseases. This is a part 2 of your course that is Introduction to Plant Pathology, the Science and Society. In this module, you are going to learn biotic and abiotic diseases, the agents which are responsible for these diseases, and various signs and symptoms which are seen in biotic diseases. After completing this module, you will be able to define and differentiate biotic and abiotic diseases. You will be also able to describe some symptoms which are produced by phytopathogens. If we ask what is plant disease, certainly your answer will be it is any condition or agent that prevents a plant from performing to its full potential. There are different agents which are responsible for the development of diseases. And on the basis of these agents, diseases can be classified as abiotic and biotic diseases. Abiotic diseases are diseases which are caused by conditions external to plants. These are generally deficiencies or excessive quantity of some mineral matters or something else. But certainly these are from the environment. And next important feature of this abiotic disease that these there is no living agent which is responsible for the development of the disease. That is why these abiotic diseases are not infectious. On the other hand, biotic diseases are also called infectious diseases. And these are caused by living organisms which are called phytopathogens. Infectious agents can spread through air or with water and are sometimes transmitted by animals and humans. There are some natural reservoirs where these infectious agents reside, and these include soil, water, animals, and especially insects. They can remain viable for number of months or years. These phytopathogens are members of parasitic higher plants, nematodes. They can be member of fungi or they are representative of bacteria. Sometimes they are phytoplasmas and there are also viruses which can cause diseases in plants. A diseased plant always shows some changes in or on the body, and these changes are called symptoms or signs. Now let us make more clear these what are these signs and symptoms. Invasion and infection by the pathogen leads to development of some detectable changes in the host. These detectable changes which we can see are symptoms. On the other hand, the structure of plant pathogens which are visible on the symptomatic plant is called signs. Now make the things more clear. As it is very clear in this diagram, you can see there are some structures which are present on the host plant or host tissue, but these are not the changes which have been which are caused by the host tissue. Instead, these are the structures of the pathogen. In this case, this is a fungus which causes this powdery mildew, and here you can see the powder like structures. This is not the some damaged tissue of the host. Instead, this is a this conidia structure of the pathogen. Some more signs you can see here. Here you can see there are some rusty pustules which are seen on the leaf, and this is the corn leaf. Here you can see the rusty pustule, and this is called the disease is called leaf rust. Similarly, here you can see the rust, stem rust. This is also sign because these rusty pustules they contain spores of the pathogen. There is no host tissue inside these rusty pustules. That is why these structures are signs. And this is the example of wheat stem rust, which is a very popular disease in all wheat growing areas. Another example of sign here you can see, this is a sclerotinia and it causes white mold, and here the white cottony growth which is present on the surface is due to the pathogen. It is not the part of the host. On the other hand, symptoms are the visible effects of disease on the host plant. Symptoms are detectable changes, and these changes can be in the form of color, shape, or function of the plant as it responds to the pathogen. Here, this is one example. You can see this is the damping off of seedling, which is caused by Phytophthora. And here, this tissue, which is just above the ground level, it gets damaged, and ultimately the plant dies. So this is a symptom because the changes are seen in the host tissue. Another example of symptom is chlorosis. Here you can see the color of the leaf changes in some particular area, and here it becomes yellow because of the disappearance of chlorophyll. So this is again a symptom, and this is the leaf which is showing this chlorosis. Mostly we also see these spots on the leaf surface, and these black or dark brown spots are due to the death of the host tissue, and this is called the leaf spot. Here it has been caused by septoria. Some common symptoms you can see on various plants of economic importance. This is a tomato plant infected by a virus. This is lettuce infected by some fungus, and this is very common disease of rye, which is a ergot disease. Here it is potato virus, and similarly this is again uh, rust of onion. Here the infection is on the carrot plant. So you can see the different types of symptoms, and these are the result of the interaction between host and pathogen. So the symptoms of the diseases can be classified into different groups, and they can be said to be local symptoms when physiological or structural changes are within the limited area of the host tissue. These symptoms are called local symptoms, like leaf spots, as we have just seen, galls or cankers. Systemic symptoms are those that involve reaction of a greater part of all of the plant, such as wilting, where the plant dies, or yellowing or dwarfing. These are called the systemic symptoms. Sometimes we call symptoms as microscopic. These are the symptoms with to study these symptoms we need some microscope like structures, some aid or some instrument, because naked eye cannot see these changes. Macroscopic symptoms are the symptoms which we can see with our naked eye. There are primary symptoms that are the direct result of the pathogen activity on invaded tissue, that is the host, and the examples of these primary symptoms include swollen, swollen areas, clubs or club root diseases, and there are some secondary symptoms which result from the physiological effects of disease on distant tissue or invaded organs. So here we have seen the different types of diseases and what products, what changes are seen due to the infection in the host plant. And here this is very important because this can help us to diagnose the disease, and also this also helps us in treatment. This is some references which you can go through for better learning. Thank you.